I'm 23 male, just broke up with my boyfriend, 25 male, because he refused to delete photos of his ex and old news that he sent to people. I'm 23 male, just broke up with my boyfriend, 25 male, of 1.5 years because he has hundreds of old new photographs of himself that he sent to people previous to being with me, as well as photos of him and his ex, and refused to delete them. A similar instance has happened in the past, and I expressed how seeing these sorts of images hurt, and wish he get rid of the photos on his phone and any other kinds of stuff like this. He says there's too many pictures to delete, so he can't be bothered. Okay, I'm being ridiculous and should get over it. I feel though I can't go on his phone because I'm a few clicks away from some promiscuous pics of his past, and it unsettles me. I think I'm being reasonable, as nobody would want to see these kind of images if the person they love. What could I have done differently? I wouldn't say nobody wouldn't want to see those kind of things, because there will be somebody that's their kink. That's what they're into. They're into seeing their partner have photos of themselves in the nude, stuff like that. Now, the photos prior to your life, you understand your partner that you date is going to have a dating life before you. So they could have those photos on their phone. Now, if they're going back and revisiting them all the time, that'd be awkward. But to go through their phone, you should go through their photos, like to see a picture, like why are you going through their photos like that? There's some trust here that's not already, there's some trust that's missing here. What can be done differently? If that is a boundary for you, that your partner does not have photos of their exes, not the significant others, but their exes on their phone, and they don't send news to other people, then you stuck to that boundary. Good for you. Keep it moving. If it's something that bothers you and you let your partner know, and your partner's like, hey, I'm not changing, I'm keeping these photos. Okay, cool. It doesn't work for me, brother. I'm out. So I don't think you did anything. I don't think you could have done anything differently. It's just that the person you was dating didn't want to change that habit for the sake of your guys' relationship, and that's okay. That's his prerogative, and you made the choice to break up. I think you did okay. All right, next question. Do all men really talk to their friends about other women besides their partner? Like sexually, explicitly? Is this really just a guy thing, or am I in a crappy situation? No, men don't talk. If they're in a relationship, they're not talking about other women like that. They're not talking about other women sexually and talking about fantasizing what they would do with another woman if it's not their partner. They're not doing it. They're not telling other people, oh yeah, no, if I was single, I would do so and so. Like, I've heard men say to me when I was younger, like when I was early 20s, if I was single, I would clean up in here, or if I was single, I would do so and so and this and this and this, but I wouldn't. But also the guy who would tell me that, I'd be like, is everything okay with your relationship? Why are you telling me about what you would do if you were single? So, but I don't. Not all men don't do that. The men who do, you want to be wary of that. Cause like, why are you fantasizing about another woman? Are you thinking about doing something where you're about to walk out of your relationship? Like, hey, you might go check yourself, talk to your partner, and start something there. But no, not all men do that. Okay, next one. Is it okay to just block someone I'm not interested in dating? I tried several attempts to show them I'm not interested. Yeah, by that point, if you've done it several times to show that you're not interested, it's okay to block them. All right, got a long one here, but here we go. I'm kind of in a weird situation with my boyfriend. Straight to my point, my boyfriend texted me and said I need help, and proceeded to tell me he has romantic feelings for me sometimes and then feel icky about it other times. Oh, that doesn't feel good. Now I'm trying to paint him as a bad guy. I still love him very much, but I'm kind of confused if this will lead to us breaking up, because he said he needed time to process, and I guess reflect if he wants a relationship with me now. You guys are ended. I'm sorry. I always do what's best for him. I really don't want to leave him. I'll still be happy for him if we do end up breaking up, even if I'm not the one being happy with him. Even if I'm not the one being happy with him, I'm still very confused and unsure about the situation. Although I still love him and want the best for him, I still can't understand how you can have romantic feelings for someone sometimes and feel disgusted the other times about it. I'm generally asking, do people feel like this a lot? Is this common for people to have feelings like that sometimes and other times not? All right. So I don't think that's common. I think what it is, your boyfriend is going through a time where he's judging his relationship, judging whether or not he wants to be in a relationship with you, and pretty much he's about to be on the verge of walking out the relationship or ending the relationship. Or he's trying to get you to end the relationship because he doesn't want to end it himself. I'm still thinking things through. If you really want to see like, hey, what can I do to help you out? What can I do to add value? What can I do to make it easier for you? You can ask those things and you can give them a month, give them time. But if you realize things are not changing and they're staying the same and you're not happy, then it's time to end the relationship. He's trying to get you to end the relationship. That's why he's saying that. Jimmy asked, do people feel like this a lot? No, people don't sit there and say, I'm disgusted with my partner. They don't say that. That's not a thing. He's okay with hooking up with you from time to time, but he doesn't really seem right at this point like he wants the rest of the responsibility of the relationship, and he's trying to find a way to end it. It's okay to end it. You can love somebody and not be with them. That is 1,000% possible. You can love somebody and not be compatible with them. 1,000% possible. For your health and for your benefit, it's best to end it for your mental health versus trying to force something that's just not good enough to keep around. All right, next one. Gentlemen, what does your partner do that makes you feel love? I'm in a newish relationship with someone who is perhaps the most wonderful person I've ever met. He's extremely kind, thoughtful, funny, sweet. I could go on and on, but the point is, he makes me feel so cared for. He opens my car doors. He walks on the road side of the sidewalk. He picks me wildflowers. He finds me random vintage pieces I mentioned wanting once. He just makes me feel so appreciative and seen. I've never been in a healthy relationship. I'm still reeling from being with someone who actually likes me. And I don't feel like I know how to properly show someone how much I like them. Beyond the normal quality time, compliments, basic things. I'm used to big, dramatic, hot, and cold bullcrap. What does your partner do to make you feel special? Okay, one, it's going to be different for each person. Different for each person. For me, if my partner listens to me when I geek out and doesn't shut me down, I feel like I'm heard, seen. If my partner gives me hugs, holds my hand, cuddles, like those things make me feel appreciative. If my partner just asks, how's your day going? That also makes me feel like I'm being heard and cared for. It depends on the person. Like for you to show appreciation to him, ask him, how does he like to be loved? It's okay to ask your partner that. I think a lot of us sit there and try to be mind readers like Charles Xavier and try to figure out, I gotta mentally figure out what he wants. No, just ask your partner, how do you like to be loved? How do you like to be shown affection? How do you like to be shown appreciation? Ask your partner that and let them tell you that. Let them tell you that and then go from there. He saw that he's one paying attention to you. He's listening to you and he knows you like certain things like giving you wild flowers, walking on the right side of the road, opening the car door for you, being a gentleman. He knows you appreciate those things and like to feel special. For him, ask him how he like to be appreciated. Ask him how he like to be loved. Ask him what he likes and go from there. If his I like to be hugged, once a day, then hug him. If he I just want somebody to hang out with me and be willing to watch X amount of TV shows or go to the park or go to the dog park or whatever the case would be, then do those things for your partner. Make your partner feel appreciative by asking them. That's how you do it. So each man is going to give you different things, but for your partner, ask them. All right, next one. My date wants sex. I have met this guy on a dating app. I am totally not into him. What? Well, then why are we entertaining this? Okay, we met yesterday and he took me to a comedy show followed by a nice dinner at a cafe. Later at night, I went to his place to meet his cute dog. Why would you go to his place? You are not interested in him. I'm totally not into him. Okay. All right, we'll keep going. We talked and had a wine, but didn't even touch each other out of common first date courtesy. Well, that's not a thing. Common first date courtesy. Some women want to be touched. Some guys want to be touched on the first date. It does not matter if the vibe is there and the communication is right. And everybody's open and talking. Touching is perfectly fine on the first date. Today we met again. He took me out for shopping and we again went back to his flat. We hugged and kissed, but in the next date, he wants more, sex and all. As I mentioned, he is not really my type, but he's putting a lot of effort. What should I do? What if I have sex out of kindness and then his attitude changed towards me? Post-nut clarity. It's been long since he had sex and he's really seeking sex. Why are you dating him? Why are you going on a second date? Why are you going on a third date? Why are you putting yourself in this situation? You don't like him. You said you're not into him. He's not your type. What should you do? You should say, hey, I had a good time on the first and second date. I really enjoyed, us hanging out, but I'm not feeling everything, romantically. I'm not feeling everything. I'm not feeling chemistry between us. And I like to have sex with somebody I have chemistry or connection or a deeper connection with. I'm just not going to have sex right out the bat. That's what you say. You let him down, say, hey, it's been fun. Thank you for the dates. I just not feeling it sexually or romantically on that level. And I only have sex with people I have a deeper connection with. That's what you say. That is exactly what you say. But you gotta realize that your time is valuable. You can't waste your time going on third dates with somebody you're not into. And don't give my pity sex. That is the worst kind of thing. If he said, I haven't had sex in a long time, and he brought up sex on the first date, and that's a turnoff for you, then you like, you know what? I had a fun time. I'm not going to continue forward. And, okay, you went back to the apartment. I wouldn't even went back to his apartment or his flat after, the date, after the first date. And once the comedy show was over, I would have went home, like, thank you for your time. I had a good night. See you around kind of thing. I wouldn't go to his place. Why are you going back to his place? He's like, oh, she's willing to come back to my place. Okay, have an opportunity to invite her back over. And the next time I can try to, make a kiss. And the next time we'll have sex. Like, he's playing the 3-date rule. And post-nut clarity, yeah, that can happen, but I wouldn't even consider that from my partner at that time. If I'm just talking to somebody, I wouldn't care about post-nut clarity. I would be like, I'm not interested in you. I'm not having sex with you. I'm sorry. That's where I lie. Don't keep inviting me on a date. Don't keep accepting dates from somebody you're not into. It's okay to say no. It is okay to say no to somebody that you're not into. So don't put yourself in that situation again. What should you do? Just tell him no. Don't pity him. Don't give him pity sex. Nobody wants pity sex. That sounds worse and disgusting than just getting regular sex. Like, then somebody who get on a third date who just want to hit it and crit it. Like, oh yeah, okay. Pity sex just sounds horrible. Like, oh wow, I couldn't even get like, it wasn't me that you wasn't really into my body. You just gave him sex because you felt bad for me. Don't do that. Don't do that. Thank you for watching this episode of Nerdy Dating. I really appreciate it. If there's another episode you want to watch, you can look at it right there. If you want to subscribe to the page and watch more content, it's down here. Also, you have a question about dating, you want to put it in the comment section, go ahead and do it. Or you can send me your dating question to my email of alizakkanerdydating@gmail.com. That's alizakkanerdydating@gmail.com. And I will answer your question on the next episode of Nerdy Dating. Thank you so much for watching this show. I appreciate you and keep being awesome.